stuck in mud, the roads are not progressing. This pain is a collective responsibility of leadership at such a time as this. And I promise this house, I will not sleep until we succeed to return all the contractors to go on site. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable members. This was Robert Mboi's question. The minister, hold on. The CS is no longer on the floor, so there's nothing out of order. The question belongs to Robert Mbui, but the minister has wandered far and wide on the issue. I'll give the first shot to the questioner, Robert Mbui. Then I'll give Minister, you note the questions. I'll give 5. You answer. Those will be joyriders. After the first 5, I'll give another 5. Depending on the interest, I'll see what to do. I'll start with Robert Mbui, the questioner.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. CS has just said he will not sleep until all pending roads are completed. I have one in my constituency, and I don't know whether you'll be awake for 3 months, because you said you get money in 3 months. But, Mr. Speaker, from the response of the CS, one of the things I noted is, which I think is something you need to address, is when you say the ministry cannot identify where the roads are located.
Correct.
It's important that,
Minister,
I don't know.
You are not allowed to engage the members on the floor.
No, Mr. Speaker, you know, he was in the house.
Listen, take notes, and you'll answer the question.
Yeah, but Mr. Speaker, now, when we, on the issues that he's answered, one of the issues that comes up, Mr. Speaker, is a 10%, because he spent a lot of time explaining how the money is distributed under the Kenya Roads Board Act. But Mr. Speaker, my question was basically very specific on the tender notice, and I think he handled the tender notice issue properly, in my opinion. But Mr. Speaker, in the allocation of money, there is 10% that is administered in accordance with the road sector project approved by the CS of Transport himself and the CS for Treasury. And this is for emergencies, Mr. Speaker, like El Nino. Currently, we are experiencing El Nino. The hard-hit counties are in northeastern, eastern, and the coast, Mr. Speaker. I would like to understand from the minister whether that 10% has been spent more in that area that I've mentioned, where, Mr. Speaker, you are aware, one of our members from Eastern lost a brother because of floods, and 2 of our members were marooned a whole night the other day from Tana River, Mr. Speaker. So I want to know whether the 10% is allocated fairly to the areas of El Nino.
Thank
and then,
you.
Mr. Speaker, just to finish, Mr. Speaker, because one of the reasons that he's pointed out as a problem that this was an advertisement by Kera and it was not exhaustive. Mr. Speaker, why can't Kera allow each constituency or county to advertise for their roads so that we stop seeing one advert and then all of us are convinced that that is a national cake being distributed? Isn't it fairer and possible that every county or every constituency can advertise their roads even when they go beyond 10 million? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Moses Sirma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And for joyriders, only one question.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to confirm that one of the counties who have visited the CS in his office is Baringo County, and I was there. Mr. Speaker, marginalization is real. Marginalization is real. And I want to take advantage of, I want to take this opportunity to talk about my constituency. We have 3 roads which are going, just passing through my constituency. One was done by the colonial government. The second one was done by the Kenyatta government. The other one was just a road which was done by Moi to go to his house. So, in other words, all other governments have never.
Ask him a question.
Can you use we want this issue of marginalization. Could you consider those constituencies which have not gotten a road for a long time to be considered right now appropriately, as they have not not been considered in the past government? Can I be a beneficiary of this government? Thank you.
Yes. Rosa Buyu. Rosa Buyu.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that the minister or the CS is actually saying that his office is open to everybody and he sees so many people in other counties. Mr. Speaker, I'd just like to ask the CS, is this all the counties in this country or is it for only the shareholding counties? Because I've tried time and again to get to the minister and it is impossible. Impossible.
Thank you. Who is the member at the end? Is that a member for Turkana or for? No, the member behind you. I can't see that far. That is Honorable Akuja, is it? Go ahead.
Thank you, Speaker. My name is Emade Namwar.
Yes,
the MP for Turkana Central.
I can't see you very clearly.
Turkana Central is the headquarters of Turkana County.
I know you are not Turkana. Ask your question.
Thank you, CS, for coming, and thank you, Speaker. Now, the point I want to put across actually is, they say the arrow is not afraid to shoot from the bow, but it is afraid to reach the target. Why am I saying that? Is because I have heard the minister, and he has actually said that the problem lies in this house. And that is where the rubber meets the tarmac. Why does Turkana, Samburu, and these other counties get zero allocation, and we have other counties like Muranga, like Kiambu? Actually, 15 counties are getting zero allocation, while others are getting a lion's share. That is the point. And he has gone ahead to say the budget or anything that he receives is itemized. The question is, how can the minister prevent such kind of cannibalism and marginalization of some areas getting an allocation of zero? Because I know there are people who are sitting in committees
you have
that's responsible with the past.
Next, honorable member.
And so, Speaker
Likuyani.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Question.
Just one question. On his submission, the CS alluded that there are certain constituencies, and he mentioned Kikuyu, that consolidates their funds to advertise for a road. I want the CS to tell us the particular road and the amount, because we know what we get on 22%. The particular road that was consolidated and the amounts. Thank you.
Minister, those are 5. You can now answer. Hold your horses. I'll give you the chance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'll be very quick because I can see the interest is high. I want to thank my friend, Honorable Mbui. He has asked me the question of how can a minister not be able to identify specific roads that are funded by the specific counties or constituencies for roads that are funded under this allocation by Parliament using public participation. This is the problem, Mr. Speaker. This is where the problem lies. When Parliament is allocating that money, they allocate to the road. They don't allocate to a constituency or a county. So during the itemized budget of Parliament, they allocate to